Good morning, dear students. A very warm welcome to you. Open your computer book, chapter number 6, page number 74. Let's start.
Pencil tool. It is a freehand drawing tool. You can draw free-form line and shape in the same way as you would use a real pencil to draw any figure on the canvas. So you can see this thing. Now dear, this tool, three different modifier. Number 1, straighten. Number 2, smooth. And number 3, ink. So three different modifiers are here which you can also see. So firstly, straighten. The default modifier is straighten. It automatically straighten the line drawing by the pencil drawing. So it automatically straightened. Next one, smooth. Select this option to draw smooth, curved line. Next option, ink. This option helps to draw freehand lines with no modifications. Select the pencil tool and choose the desired option. After that, select the stroke color, stroke height, style and width profile from the property inspector and draw the line. So after that, just we can draw the line. So clear this thing. Now pencil tool is done. So you can see we can select the line here and we can draw after that, like this is the next line. Now again you can select and you can draw another line like I am selecting. I am choosing now third option. Now you can see the line here. So this is the way you can draw a line with the help of pencil tool. Now quick view. While using pencil tool, press the shift key to draw a straight horizontal or vertical line. You can see this thing. I am pressing shift key and line is straight now. Now next one is brush tool. So dear, it can be used just like a brush on a canvas. Okay. So you can paint any shape with the desired color using the brush tool. Yes dear. So you can specify the brush mode, brush size and brush shape modifier that appear at the bottom of the toolbox when you select the brush tool. Okay. So using the brush mode modifier, you can choose to specify different areas to be painted using the brush tool. The various options available with brush tools are as follow. So now just look at here. Firstly, paint normal. Allow you to paint over lines and fills. You can see this thing. Next one, paint fills. Allow you to fill an empty area, leaving lines unaffected. Okay. Next one, paint behind. Allow you to paint blank area of the stage, leaving lines and fill unaffected. Okay. Now paint selection. Apply a new fill color only to the selected fill areas. You can see this thing also. Next one, paint inside. Allow you to paint only the fill area and never allow to paint outside the lines. Okay. Next one, text tool. So this tool used to insert text on the stage. You can set various text attributes like font, family, style and size when text is inserted. Clear? Whenever text is inserted, you can apply this thing. Firstly, select the text tool like I am selecting. After that, change the font family, style, size and color etc. from the properties panel. So now I am changing it. You can see. Now move the mouse pointer on the stage and start typing. So now I'm start typing. You can see this thing. You can also create a fixed width text box for horizontal text. To do so, simply drag the text tool to draw a rectangular area. As you type, the words are wrapped according to the width of the text box. Okay, so according to the width, your word can be wrapped. You can see now, keeps learning now wrap. Clear this? After that, come to the node effect. So dear, now pointing and hovering the mouse over any tool will display the name of the tool. Okay. Next topic is selection tool. So the selection tool, the four important tools used for making selection in Animate are selection tools. So their names are selection tool, lasso tool, polygon tool and magic wheel. Now firstly we will discuss about the selection tool. So the selection tool is used to select a single or multiple object on the stage. There are different ways to select different portion of an object. Firstly, to select a stroke, fill text box or group, select the selection tool and click on the object. So I'm just selecting and clicking on the object. After that, to select a fill shape and its stroke outline, double click the fill. So you can see I'm double clicking on the fill. Now dear, you can also select the fill shape and its outline by dragging to enclose the object within a rectangular selection marquee. Okay, so this is about selection. Now let's know more. In order to animate the text or to add some special effects in it, you can break it apart into individual letters by clicking on the modify then break apart option. You can see this thing, or either press Ctrl plus B key combination. Okay, now lasso tool. This is a freehand selection tool. We can use this tool to select irregular shape areas of a drawing or part of an object. This tool has three options. How many? Three options are there. So firstly, click on the lasso tool like I am clicking here. Now move the pointer on the stage area like I am moving. Now it changes to lasso shape. You can see this thing. Click and drag the lasso tool around the object to specify the boundary of the selection. Now end the selection approximately from where you started. Clear? Now release the mouse button and observe the selection. So you can observe the selection. Drag the selected anchor pointer or anchor point to create the design path. You can see now design path is here. This tool also helps to make freehand selections, but its contour is made up of straight segments. So dear, firstly click on the polygon tool like I am clicking here. Move the pointer on the stage and click once near the object. Okay. Now click at the position where you want the first straight segment to end. Okay. Now you keep clicking to set the next endpoint of the subsequent segments until you reach your selection. Okay. Now choose the selection by clicking near the starting point. Okay. So now you can see this thing. This is polygon tool. Now come to next tool, magic wand tool. It is used to select the adjacent area of a bitmap graphic that contain the same colors. So firstly, click on the magic wand tool like I am clicking here. After that, click on any part of the image like I am clicking on any part. Now all the adjacent area of the pixel having the same color will be selected as shown figure. You can see this thing. Now dear, you can see this thing, the selection area is there. So this is magic wand tool. Now sub-selection tool. This tool is used to select and move points of an object or edit paths between the adjacent points. So now dear, firstly select the sub-selection tool and click on the line or shape outline like I am clicking here. After that, this reveals the point and path that form the shape. You can see this thing. Now when an anchor point is selected, it changes from a hollow dot to a solid dot. You can see this thing also. Now drag the selected anchor points or anchor points to create the desired path. Okay, so you can create according to your choice. Now transforming object. In Animate, the pen tool provides different variants that can be used to add new anchor points between existing points. Okay, so remove an anchor point or convert a curve point to a corner point. You can see this thing. Now, these options help in transforming one shape to another. Clear? Now let us understand it with the help of an example. So now I'll show you. Firstly, select the polyester tool from the tools panel and draw a star on the stage. You can see I'm drawing it. After that, choose the pen tool like I'm choosing and click on the star outline. So I'm clicking on star outline now. It will display the various anchor points by which this shape has been formed. Clear? Now dear, click on the drop down arrow present at the lower right corner of the pen tool and select the add anchor point tool from the display list. So I'm just selecting it. Now a plus sign appear next to the pen tool. You can see this. Now click at the position where you want to add an anchor point. So I'm just clicking and adding. Now select the sub-selection tool and drag the different anchor point to modify the shape as shown in figure. You can convert a curve anchor point to a corner point with hard angle by selecting the Convert Anchor Point tool from the variants of the pen tool and clicking on the desired point. Clear? Whereas if you want to convert a corner point to a curve one, click and drag the point. Okay? So now clear this thing. Now dear, come to next one. Firstly, tips are here. You can see the pen tool automatically turn into a modifier as we have over the mouse pointer over a path or an anchor point. Okay. To delete an anchor point, firstly select the delete anchor point tool and click on the point that you want to delete. This is the way you can delete also. So now dear, deleting also done. Come to next topic after that. Now the coloring tools. So dear, firstly, paint bucket tool. The paint bucket tool is used to fill the enclosed area of an object with colors in a single click. So how can you do? This tool is also used to fill the area that are not completely closed. Okay? So you can change the color of already paint area with the help of this tool. It also provides modifiers that allow you to close gaps in shape outlines. Okay? So now to fill color in an object, follow these steps. So first step is what? Select the paint bucket tool. So I'm just selecting it. Now click on the fill color button. So I'm just clicking here. The color palette appear. You can see this thing. Now you can also select the fill color option from the properties panel. So you can select this. Now select any color of your choice. Okay, whatever color you like. Now click the drop down arrow of the gap size modifier. I'm just clicking here and choose a gap option to close the gap in the shape. So just choose it. Now click inside the object to fill it with color. Okay. So clear this thing. Now next one, ink bottle tool. It is used to change the stock color, width and style of lines or shapes outlines. Select the ink bottle tool like I am selecting here. Now choose the stock color, width and style of line or shape outline in the properties shape. So I'm just choosing from the properties panel this thing. Now click on the line of the drawn object to apply a different properties to the stroke. You can see this thing now. Next one, eraser tool. This tool help you to erase unwanted lines and fill off an object from the stage. When you click on the eraser tool, it displays three modifiers: eraser mode, faucet and eraser shape modifier. Firstly, what we have to do, we have to select the eraser tool. So now I am clicking on eraser tool first. After that, click on eraser mode, modifier and select the required eraser, which eraser you want. Now click and drag it on the object to erase. So I'm just clicking and dragging it. You can see now object is just erasing. This is the way you can erase. Clear eraser tool. So it's now erasing, which you can see. Now dear, one note is here. To quickly delete everything from the stage, just double click on the eraser tool. So you can see now quickly everything is erased here. Now the different eraser modifier as follow. Firstly, erase normal. Erase all lines and fill of an object wherever the eraser tool is dragged. So you can use erase normal then. Next one, erase fills. Erase only the filled area of an object while the outline remain unaffected. So this is erase fills. After that, erase lines. Erase only stroke without affecting the lines. So this is erase lines. After that, erase selected fills. Help in erasing fills of the selected part of an object without affecting the strokes. After that, erase inside. Erase only the area of fill part of an object without affecting the stroke. So this is erase inside. So this thing is done. Now come to quick view. So dear, what is quick view? Dear students, the shortcut key of the brush tool is B. You can see. Now, the shortcut of selection tool is V. Okay. The shortcut for the pen tool is P. Clear? Now, the shortcut of the oval tool is O. Okay. Now, the shortcut for the line tool is N and for the rectangle tool is R. So these are the shortcut. So the shortcut key to preview the animation is Control plus Enter. Now the shortcut for ink bottle tool is S and for paint bucket tool is K. Okay. Now the width tool. This tool is used to decorate a stroke by adding multiple width in it. So, the decorated stroke can be saved as width profile that can be applied to the other strokes. Okay. So, firstly, draw a stroke using the line tool. So, I'm just drawing the stroke. Now, select the width tool from the tools panel. So, I'm just selecting the width. Now, drag and hover the mouse on the stroke. So, I'm just dragging it. Now, you will notice that the mouse pointer changed to this side. Okay. Now, click on the width point. You want to move and drag the mouse pointer to select the outward, inward directions. You can see. Now, observe the change in the stroke. You can see the changes now. Now, using frame by frame technique to animate. So, dear, what is this technique? Animation in Animate are created with the help of frames. We know this thing. Now, what is a frame? Frame in Animate can be defined as the little rectangular cells which appear on the timeline. Frames are used to control and organize the content of your movie. Now, objects in the timeline are placed in the order as you want them to appear in the movie, how they appear in the movie. So now, dear, keyframes. Keyframe is the special type of frame where you can define change in the object for an animation like position, color, shape, etc. Okay. Now, dear, in frame by frame animation, we create the image in every frame. So, let us add some artwork for the document. Firstly, drawing star. So, how can you drawing a star? It is important to understand that each image draw in Animate consists of a stroke, an outline, and a fill also. Now, firstly, select any color choice from the stroke color. So, I'm just selecting it. Now, select red color from the fill color box. So, I'm just selecting now red color. Now, select the polyester tool and draw a star as explained previously while describing the polyester tool. So, now you can see this thing. Star is here now. Now, dear, now know the effect. So, eyedropper tool is used to copy, fill and stroke attributes from an object and use them on another object. Okay. Now, animating an object. Let us animate the star that you have drawn across the stage. So, dear, firstly, click on the keyframe dot in layer. Okay, so I'm just clicking here. After that, the animation will begin from this particular frame. You can see this thing. Now select the second frame in the timeline. I'm just selecting. Now click on the insert, timeline and keyframe. You can see this will insert a keyframe in frame 2 with a copy of the star. So you can see now using the selection tool, make a slight change in the position of the star toward the right side on the stage. You can see this thing. Now change its color to orange using the fill color option. So you can see now orange color is there. Now click the third frame of the timeline and press F6 to insert a keyframe in it. You can see this thing. Now shift the star slightly to the right side of the stage and change its color to sky blue. You can see now sky blue is here. Click the fourth frame of the timeline and press F6 again. You can see this thing. Now shift the star toward right and change its color to yellow now. So now it's yellow, you can see. Now continue to insert keyframe by repeating the above mentioned steps till you reach to the 10th frame. So you have to continue until you reach to the 10th frame. You can see now green one is there. Now again orange one is there. So we have to continue all the steps until we reach to the 10th frame. Okay, now purple, then now again green one is there, see green color is there. So we have to continue repeating until we reach to the 10th part of the frame. Okay. Now dear, after this you can preview the animation by clicking on the control text movie in the animation. So firstly we have to click on the control, after that text movie, after that in animate. You can see the